It's funny that you mentioned math because this is like my biggest question. You know how in schools, when it comes to math, you are giving guidance because there is this professor or a teacher who knows math in and out. So if your kid can't solve the equation, they help them. Now, as a mom, even though I had good grades in math, I no longer remember that. How
Yeah.
can I really help my kids to be a top 1% in math?
If you look at SAT scores and PSAT scores of homeschoolers actually slightly outperform traditional schoolers. But the most interesting point about this is that the variance is huge. In homeschool, you have 13-year-olds who can't read, and you have 9-year-olds who can do calculus.
Hmm.
And what homeschooling has more flexibility, as a more degrees of freedom. I might not be an expert in math myself. How can I make sure that my kid becomes really excellent at math? You find them the right curriculum and you check in on their progress weekly. And if you notice their progress is behind or slow, you supplement it with a few tutoring hours. One-to-one tutoring is like massively, massively effective. There's this really famous study called Bloom's two sigma problem, which you may have heard of, um, which is that you can take a kid who's in the 50th percentile for math, and through one-on-one tutoring, you can take that kid from the 50th percentile to the 98th percentile. And so you can take a kid who's average in math and really propel them really forward through tutoring. And so my answer would be like, first, you pick a really great curriculum. I'll recommend two. If your kid does Beast Academy or Math Academy and they spend 30 to 40 minutes of focus on it per day, I can almost guarantee they will test within the top 5%. It's just that simple.